This is going to be a tutorial on how to install NX software. The following actions need to be performed in order. Activate student email, install UBC myvpn, activate your Siemens account with your student email. You can activate your Xcelerator Academy account, it's optional. Activating it gives you some tutorial lessons on NX. After that, we can actually install NX, and if you're having license issues, there's a fix for that that I cover, as well as keeping your NX up to date. Some of the important links can be found in the description of this video. Activating student email. In Google, type UBC student email and go to the first link, which should say UBC student email service. You will see a site that looks like this. Scroll down and find Getting Started. Click the Sign in to the CWL My Account page link. Sign in with your campus-wide login. If you do not know your campus-wide login, that's a bigger issue that we can't fix. Once logged in, on the left side is a navigation pane. Click on Activate Student Email. I've already activated my student email, so I won't be able to show the page that you will see, but follow the on-screen instructions and then activate your email. Your student email should look like the one highlighted on screen. You'll have your CWL name at student.ubc.ca. To see your mail, log in to the UBC student webmail. The link can be found on the same Getting Started page that you went and made your account from. This concludes making your student email account. Installing UBC myvpn. In Google, type UBC VPN. The first result should be the one you click. It will say myvpn UBC Information Technology. The site will look much like the UBC student email website. Scroll down to the Getting Started section and click How to Access myVPN. You will be redirected to a site that will say how to access your VPN. Click the link that says My VPN Setup and Configuration Guides. Scroll down to Supported Operating Systems and click Automatic to download your operating system, whether that be Apple, Microsoft, or Linux, or Ubuntu, but who uses that? Just a side note, NX can only be installed on Windows to our knowledge, so if you are installing this VPN on Apple software or Linux, you might be out of luck. Since I have already downloaded the myVPN, I will show the video provided by Andrew detailing how to install myVPN from UBC.
In my case, it is Windows, and I'll choose the automatic setup method, and that'll bring me to this page, which has instructions on how to set everything up. So first step is to go to this link here, go to that link, and then to hit the download for Windows button, and then wait for that to install. And then you can follow these instructions here. So after you start the program, obviously you can start it. When you launch it, it'll bring up something like so. In the case on the website, it's myvpn.ubc.ca, but since we're at the Okanagan campus, we have to do myvpn.ok.ubc.ca and connect. And then here you'll want to put in your CWL information, so username and password, and then you should be connected to the VPN and able to use the Siemens stuff anywhere you'd like.
In case you missed it, the website code to put into the VPN is myvpn.ok.ubc.ca. Future grading here. I want to just address something. When you load up the UBC myVPN and press connect, it will, after you sign in here, it will close the app. In fact, when you open up Task Manager, it won't even appear, though your VPN will be running in the background. You can see this by reopening the desktop app, and you'll see that's connected. And then only then will it appear on your Task Manager. I do this, that I know that I'm connected, then I minimize it. When I want to disconnect it, be sure that you have to disconnect it manually. This mostly applies to laptop users, but I thought I should let you know anyways. This concludes activating UBC's VPN. Activating Siemens account. Type in this web address, https://support.sw.siemens.com/register. On the website, you will see a prompt to create your account. Type in your first name, last name, and student email. The student email must be the one that ends with @student.ubc.ca. Create your own password, select university, select the country as Canada, and type in the organization name as UBC OK Motorsports. Upon confirming, you'll be asked to verify your email. This email will be sent to your student email account. It may take some time. Once verified, click Continue, and you will see a website much like this one. Type in the site ID 000-177-9955. The web access code changes bi-weekly. You will have to contact your technical director in order to obtain it. Once completed, click Next Step, where it will say you've completed your site ID and web access code correctly. Then enter in your personal information, such as your first name, last name, addresses, city, postal code, country, state, province, and phone number. For company, type in UBC OK Motorsports, and for job title, use general member or powertrain member, or if you're a lead, type in subsection lead, just whatever you feel like. Then press register. You will now be on a Siemens support center, which should look like this. It might not look like this, as it can take some time for Siemens to register your account. I believe it was up to 24 hours for me. Eventually, your site will look like this. It is not recommended you continue without your site looking like this. Also, it's best to bookmark this website. It will come in handy later. This concludes setting up your Siemens Support Center account. Activating your Xcelerator Academy account. You will see a PDF that looks much like this. This PDF actually goes over the steps needed to complete this section. You may follow them or follow this video. I would recommend following the video. On the PDF, click the URL in step 1. That should take you to the next website. On the website, you will see a prompt to self-registration. Click Login or create an account. You will log in with your Siemens account, which should have been created in the last step. Once logged in, you will see this prompt. Press Continue. You will be asked to enter a self-registration code. That code is PPNCH with a lowercase n. That's all capitals PPNCH and then a lowercase n. Press Submit. You should see this prompt saying you are an account for University of British Columbia and that you will receive access to the Enterprise Academy Gold. Click that you have read the terms and conditions and then complete your registration. Once registered, click Log in to your account. Once logged in, you will see the Xcelerator Academy website, which looks like this. Under Memberships, click My Memberships. You may or may not have to re-verify your enterprise membership. Click Re-verify, check your emails, and then reload the page by pressing Memberships in the top header. If you didn't have to re-verify, you will see this prompt, which allows you to search by category, version, and language. I'd imagine you'd choose English, but I don't know. In category, choose NX. In version, choose the version that we're going to be using. That version will be 2008, I believe. I think it might say 2007 instead, but it should be 2008. And you'll be greeted with a bunch of tutorials on basic design, sketch, product design fundamentals, and so forth. It is recommended you bookmark this website. This concludes the Xcelerator Academy account setup. Installing NX software. Hopefully you bookmarked it, but head to the Siemens Support Center. On the main page, go down and click on the NX Product Center. In the NX Product Center, see the top header, which has items such as NX, Getting Started, Troubleshooting, Community, Learn and Explore, and Downloads. Click Downloads. On the NX Downloads page, select the version NX 2007 series and click on NX 2008. I said to download NX 2008, but I can't find it. In fact, I can't find NX version blah blah blah. I don't know what blah 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 blah. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, a student on the UBC OK Motorsports team was hoping to download NX. Finally, after years of searching, the student stumbled across the planet Siemens and settled in the remote city NX. In this city, the student hoped to find NX 2008. They asked around, and yet no one could answer their call. It seemed all was lost. Did NX 2008 ever really exist? Would this student ever manage to obtain NX 2008? No, lol, it doesn't exist anymore. NX keeps releasing new and improved versions of NX frequently. The current version as of this video is NX 2206. A month ago it was 227, and when I got it, it was 2008, which is when the video came out. The answer to your question about which NX version you should download is the latest version in the 2007 series, without a point number or a batch version. So you want to go down and you'll want to select the latest non-batch or non-point versions. That'd be NX 2027 in this case. Later in this video, we'll talk about how to keep your NX version updated so that no one falls behind. In the NX 2008 folder, download the Siemens NX 2008 Windows TX64.zip file. That is the 10.74 gigabyte application version. Note that downloads are only on Windows 64 or Windows computers. So if you have an Apple Mac operating system, Linux, or Ubuntu, despite getting your UBC myvpn, you will be unable to download NX. Once this zip folder is downloaded, extract the files. This may take some time. While the folder is extracting, turn on your UBC VPN. It will be required for the following steps. Now that your zip file is fully extracted, open the file and open the launch.exe application. It will launch the Siemens NX software installation wizard. Click on Install NX and select your language. Click Next when you see this screen. Don't bother touching anything on that big panel. You can change the location of where you install NX. On screen, it is installed in the program files on the C drive. You can browse and install this wherever you would like. Choose a file location with lots of space. Click Next when you're ready. I can't stress enough how important it is to make sure the port at host says exactly what this says. 28,000 at ubc-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca. That's 28,000 at ubco-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca. If it says anything else, change it to what you see on screen. It says 28,000 at localhost, do not allow to download. It says, I don't know if you have a Minecraft server and it has your Minecraft server port and host, do not download. This license file will connect you to the Siemens server and is required for you to use NX, and will not work if it does not have this exact port and host. Once the port and host is in, click Next. Select your language and click Next. Now double check to make sure your install has the correct information. Is it in the correct file folder? Is it the right language? And is the license 28,000 at ubc-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca? If it is, click Install. If it isn't, go back. This will take some time, so go have a shower, eat some food, and come back later. Click Finish when the setup is completed. Next, we will need to look for the licensing tool app. There's a few ways to accomplish this. My personal favorite is to click the Windows icon, go to the recently added, and click Expand, and it will show all of your recently added apps, as demonstrated on the left and middle panes. If you're having trouble finding the licensing tool, you can also search it in the bottom search bar and then open it from there, as demonstrated in the right pane. The Siemens tool licensing tool will look like this. I would recommend going to your environment settings and checking to make sure your port and host is still the 28,000 at ubc-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca. On screen it says the connection status is not connected, and that is because when I took this screenshot it was not connected to the VPN. In order to use NX, you need to be connected to the VPN. Even if you are on the UBC secure Wi-Fi, you still need to be connected to the VPN in order for NX to work. If you see anything other than that port and host, which I've said multiple times, you'll need to contact your chassis lead because we need to do a lot of troubleshooting. After you check this, you can go to bundle settings. In bundle settings, you will see a few available bundles. Click them and use the arrows to bring them into the applied bundles page. On the left, you will see the available bundles, and then after clicking the arrow, on the right, you will see the applied bundles. Go to the bottom of the pane and click Apply to apply those bundles. This allows you to not have to do this every single time you open NX. It will be done automatically from now on. Again, from the recently added apps, you'll find all of the other NX apps that were downloaded when you downloaded the installer. This concludes the NX install tutorial. Thank you for watching and enjoy your time in NX. For any questions or assistance, contact your chassis lead. So now you've downloaded NX and it's giving you an error saying that your license isn't working, or your license is incorrect, or something of the sort. Here's how we can fix it. Head to your tool-licensing tool. It should be in the download folder for NX. You can also search it in the Windows search bar to pull up the app. If you don't have this, which has happened for a few people, I'm sorry, but your download corrupted and you have to uninstall NX and reinstall it. Once you're on this tool, you'll see something like this. What we're looking for is that license server. 2800 at ubco-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca. If it says anything else at all, it won't work. You have to change it to that. If you see that address exactly and it is still not working for you, you're going to change the 02 to an 01. And so instead of 2800 at ubco-splmp02.ead.ubc.ca, you're going to put 28,000 at ubco-splmp01.ead.ubc.ca. If that doesn't work, talk to me personally. Message me on Slack. Something is up. Also, check to make sure that in bundle settings on the left, that you have all three of the bundles available applied. The moment that most of you have been waiting for is keeping your NX updated. At the very top, tippity top right, just below the big X, there is a button that looks like a cloud with an arrow going down, at least on my screen. When I click it, it gives me the option to update my software. I'll still be able to use NX while it's doing this download. For most of you, and it should be probably all of you, when you first download NX, it doesn't automatically allow updates. It's just a user default they have. You'll probably see something like an exclamation mark instead of a cloud with an arrow. If you see an exclamation mark and aren't sure how you can automatically update your NX, type in customer defaults in the search bar at the top right. Once you search customer defaults, a page should show up and you're going to want to click the first entry, which is customer defaults. On the bottom it should say in commands, alligator, gateway. That will open up a nice little panel like this. It might not look exactly like this because you probably are on modeling or some other thing that you can see on the left. What you want to do is click the binoculars in the top right. That should allow you to see the software update tab just below that. You can also just go to general, which is seen on the top left, which should get you to the same place. Once you're there, instead of the software update being set to none or notify only, change it to notify and download and then click apply. You should then be able to go back to that main screen cloud with an arrow and start an install of a new update. You will have to sign in to Siemens to continue to the update. I'm going to be honest with you, this took forever. I can't remember I didn't write down exactly what time it took to do this, but this is what I did in the time it took me to download NX. I took a nap. I made lunch and I ate lunch. I celebrated Canada Day with my family. I went grocery shopping and I came back and it was 70% downloaded. This is a picture I took after I came back from grocery shopping. Eventually it will be downloaded and it will give you a nice install NX update that says you'll have to leave the session to install the update. Click yes. It'll immediately boot up the Siemens NX install wizard that you used to install NX the first time. So go through that, click yes to everything basically, and eventually get to this last end screen and you're going to click install. It's going to look something like this. And don't be fooled, this is also going to take a really long time. Once it's complete, the NX wizard will show up again, you can finish it, and you should be able to open NX on a fresh, new, updated version. So thank you all for watching, enjoy your time in NX. If you have any more questions or you need assistance with anything, you can always contact me on Slack. Your chassis lead, Gray, currently. If you want me to make fun videos or maybe go back to the serious monotone me, also let me know. All right, peace.